Greetings and salutations. Welcome back. So on our last episode, we ran through some job quests. We got all our main jobs cleared through their level 20 quests, which does put us a little substantially ahead of the MSQ, but also clears us up to really just focus on MSQ for a while, um, without having to worry about any side stuff. Oh, wherein next we head for a banquet, which has never gone wrong in the history of fantasy. Oh, nope, that's the alchemist skill. Not as helpful. Now let's talk to the Sultan Sworn. Matter of tradition. Yes, Heart of the Sworn, da 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 da. Can't use that. Though it is cool. That's a glamour piece. Owain would like to speak to you regarding the Sultana's invitation. By the 12, Sean. For an adventurer to receive personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. I'm certain she has done so before. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority. Fear not, however. Mistress Mamodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand. Speak. She will tell you all you need to know. Okay. So, off camera, I did do a little bit of mending. I also sold off all those bronze pieces I was picking up. She gave me a little extra scratch, but, not a ton. Went up like, what, 3,000? Just under. Welcome back, Sean, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Anyway, I know you're a busy man, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings, made specially for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize, actually, forget about that. This is meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and wait for you at the Goldsmiths Guild. Mr. Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Ah, Sean, your rings are right here. I crafted them myself, I'll have you know. I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Mamodi didn't warn you, the box is locked and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Mamodi, so you will need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn take Her Grace's safety very seriously. Picked up your errands yet, Sean? Let me just... Well now, looks like the Guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these errands. If they fell into the wrong hands, gods only know what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Sean, because you're about to hobnob with Uldah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. Lamodi wants to see you off to the banquet. This is it, Sean. Your big debut in Ul'Dan High Society. The banquet is being held in the Fragrant Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, be sure to put on your errands first, or it'll send you packing. Right. Well, I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. It is downright silly that I have to actually wear earrings for this, but... Oh yeah, that's right. In Gridania you get the mask. You get earrings here. I don't remember what you get for the Limsin version. But, oh well. Off to the Chamber of Rule. Rule, rule, rule. What should I worry? What should I care? Banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We are honored to receive you, my lord. Please proceed inside. Hey, Papa Shan.
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raubon?
That is...
By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanimo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'Dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'Dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can Her Grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'Dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it? So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the primals. Though they were not of this land, When the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the heroes' sacrifice, nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, mother of all, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
An interesting path for the story.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
So that looks kind of familiar from the opening little bit with Hydaelyn.
It's Artemis.
No, it is nothing.
I'll go over it in a quick moment.
Bloody hells!
There is stuff that's in the background that you don't really get to learn of them.
So easily. Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Matt Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold on much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Totally serious scene, and they did a Metal Gear Solid reference for it.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
No.
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our leg shells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now and risk a massacre.
It's going to be a retreat and a massacre.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Soginin Wese Tonsul. Logal Ho, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Togats Wadons. Seasoningen, Vistundion Lamrai Sadai Don.
Though probably not the sort you intended. Sure you're getting enough rest, Sean? Life and adventure can be pretty taxing. Okay, so this actually referenced to a thing. So the whole Warriors of Light thing. is basically you are essentially the recreation of the Warriors of Light that were pulled from the battle from the trailer by Louis Swan. If you were one of the legacy players from 1.0, before the devs blew up the entire MMO and restarted it, you would actually get there's actually a special scene that you can get for it, where like they realize who you are. Sort of a little throw-in for the legacy players. And there's other stuff, like I mentioned, the tattoo and the chocobo, and also at the end of A Realm Reborn, the legacy players that were there that got added into the credits. Anyway, I'm glad to see you back to me. No offense, looking after you was getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the General left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come and see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Alright. Don't need that on anymore. Nothing I really do here. Been waiting for you, Sean. I trust you are fully recovered. Good. Because there's much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. Listen well, Sean. This will take some time to explain. Ooh, a new airship. Raban means... I've prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Carton. First by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned Primal, called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and the Warriors of Light, of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the Calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano with a memorial service, honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I'd have you bear my words to them as my personal honor. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it? Then it is agreed. We will journey to Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as my official representative. Now, it's a great many malms to travel, but I've neither the time nor patience to wait around while you do it on foot. Hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstances demand it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. I, Sean, I'm not alone in seeing it. The potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. Should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Sean, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Okay. Oh god, I gotta get Gridania. Right, I gotta go to the airship. Wait, yeah, that's why I was going to the 8th rank. Because I've unlocked that. Alright. Wait, seriously? Talk with Momodi first? Gonna head for Gridania first. Ah, back for your meeting with Raubon, are you? What did the big man have to say? Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship. Bugger me, that's an honor and half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. Proud of you, Sean. Truly am. Now, I dare say Raubon told you this. Not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Linza Lominza's shimmering seas, myriad greens of leafy Gridania. Not you, Sean. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. People you meet, places you go, savor these experiences, for they are priceless all. Saying that, be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll soon discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of man you are, Sean. What kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking his nose in other people's business, of course. Don't you ever go changing. Safe travels, Sean. I'll see you when you get back. Now, can I please go? Greetings, sir. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa Lominsa. I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Sean O'Island. Yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? Yes. All right. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. When we first met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about him. Wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Sean. Godspeed. They're all giving me like the send-off, like I'm not going to be back. I'm right. They'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. Huh? Castrum oxidants. Yeah, my shit changed. That should be a 24-seater mount in the game. But
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard's armor. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core.
I feel like this might be a bad guy.
Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance. We are one mind, Lord Malza.
Well, that's not ominous. Definitely not foreshadowing later.
Senior engineers, please report Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at the oars here?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Ooh, pretty. Okay. All right, I've got to go this way. Okay. You're the Uldan envoy? Welcome to Limsa Lomitz. The Admiral's been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at the earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthale. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Greetings, sir, and welcome to our fair city. Permit me to examine the seal and the missive you carry. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. I cannot afford to be complacent. You understand? Please step this way.
Enter. So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melve Bluefisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
A memorial service to the fallen. Seven hells, has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. Oops. It was an answer to the imperial threat the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. The Meteor Project. Legatus Nel Van Darnus, let's take him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamun from the heavens, casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. Though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent it. From inside the shell of Dalamun came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. Was the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louis Soir still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. While our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared, and I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost. Such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Ralbond has the right. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. Travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the Elder Seedseer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private chest, one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Sean. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Airship landing. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? Yes. I could run around Limsa and get some stuff done, but I'm going to wait on that. Honest to God, I just desperately want to get my freaking Chocobo. And for that, I need to be in Gridania. Crap. I should have snagged the Aetherite while I was there. Okay, let's go correct that. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seed Seer awaits your arrival. Now let's go undo my journey, because I screwed this up. Greetings, good sir. You are the Ul'dah envoy, are you not? I received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nofka's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seed Seer awaits. Should have done it. Should have taken care of the problem, and I didn't. I end up beating myself up over stuff like this, and it's really not a huge deal. It's just really annoying. All right. Oh. That is amazing. Oh, but I am in Gridania, so I can stop by and show off something. All sorts of new jobs to do. Alright, so as we're coming around here, that little trophy piece. It's amazing, Koopa. Thus meat can surely be no coincidence. Oh, I got another bottle of Fantasia. You've accomplished enough feats to keep the bard singing for a life. Such an achievement shouldn't go unrecognized. To that end, I'd like you to have it. It's considered a token of my highest esteem. Okay, so basically, I now have achievement tokens. You just get all sorts of stuff. You can get, like, I'll, of course, get all of this. It's just not right this second. So you can get some extra pets. And then there's barding for your eventual chocobo. And mount. As well as these orchestrion rolls, stuff like that. It's nothing particularly amazing, and they really haven't updated it in a while, but, you know, I'm going to be 100% in this thing. I am going to need. Okay. Shoot down this way. Coming around the bend. Yep. Okay. Another Aether Shard done. Then I'm going to have to repeat this in Limsa. Down there. This should be good to go. These are for later advanced job quests. So I am nowhere near being able to do that. Yep. Okay. Good. All right. Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me.
So you are the Ul'dan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Britannia, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
Remembrance. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral? A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even amongst the most influential nations in Ilsabar, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech some 50 years past helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabar lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvus, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail, and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. Calamity wreaked havoc, such devastation upon the realm, that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primates, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. We are to weather it. We must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the people of Eorzea together when the last empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Fleet General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Use of airship routes connecting. Yep. Call of the Sea. None of these are a help to me. Pray your meeting with the Elder Seer went well, my Lord Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merlvib Bluefisfin of Limsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman who is happy to help his fellow man. Well, I am told he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray speak with Baderon at his establishment. Okay. All right. Chocobo is level 20. So, I believe, yeah, I think Chocobo is level 20. Oh, grab my Chocobo cape here. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo porter? Ah, do not tell me. This is your first visit to this. Yep. That. Alright. Alright. Now we're gonna hop a quick flight to Limsa. Skill sucks. I could have just used an Aetheryte ticket, but I had a run of stupid. Okay. Yeah, I should take a look at doing that when I... Oh. Alright. Hmm. First, we have Bulwark Hall. Alright, going that way. Let's head over here, get the Chocobo keep up. They pretty much all say the same thing when you first talk to them. Neat. That's a nice samurai weapon. Yep. Alright. Be the entire first floor. It is. Back to the plaza. Heading top deck. Alright. Yep. I don't know the drowning much. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you. Oh. I am Betaron, alright. Who's asking? Ah. Heard I've got a job for capable venturers, you say. Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know. I'll fill you in on the details. 4 bronze pieces. Ah, yes. Thank God. We all know how it feels to have had one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive-looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. Stranger he was, a swarthy Rogadin who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of the regulars, Quintanane. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink. Last time I did that, Betaron docked my wages. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Seagrot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north to Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishbox pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you permit me, Master Betaron, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself, to what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Rainer? Come to make sure my patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Yes. Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation. I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Seagrot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Kurls had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is so. Sastasha is located in western Lenosia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vamelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Have I seen who? Look, just because I spend more nights at the wench than in me own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book. Why didn't you say so sooner? Tight-arse bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading for Aleport. Aye, where else the scurvy sop? Naimea Willen is still stranded at the ferry dock, so the gods know it won't help get McGill back. Ah, that too. You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be ronding the streets of Limsa tonight. What with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. Not heard? There's madman about. It said he brandishes blades so long and sharp they could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every house in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Okay. Blue with a plus sign. It's something we need. Yep. All right. What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher. Apprehend him. Toss him in go. And throw away the key. Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to sharks for all care. Just do something. Woe is me. Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, growing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician in Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Leminsan oohing and eyeing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, when you're going to do something about this, go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. Oh, the ignominy of it all. Of course you take her side. For shame. Is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms, and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal, the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person, like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls, who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forgemaster Hananza of Nalik and Fimelis, Guildmaster Beatin of the Gradanian Carpenters Guild, and Severian of the Alchemists Guild in Ul'dah. There is an ounce of compassion in you. Seek them out, and tell them Jean Lane sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, The entire realm will sing your praises. For I, Jean Delane, am none other than the All right. Jean Delane sent you. Let me guess, the barmy fool's lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul again, and is thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dared say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Anyway, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair into his bloody hands. All right. I will continue that later because I am not back and forth hopping the. And technically. Rest from Jean Delane, you say. So he's lost another one. Does man not understand that wood simply doesn't grow on. Well, or actually it does, at least in the manner of speaking, but the fact remains resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them more than a fortnight or two. Jean Delane's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that he will right his ways. All right. You've come on behalf of Jean Delane? I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? Unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. See, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me, as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. And so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jean Delane with all speed. Okay. Onward! I should probably register these favored destinations as I get around to it. Okay. Well, first we'll stop here. Talk about it. My ferry and my next great adventure. It's the well-worn journal. My journal! I thought I had lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No. Shame that. This book contains, how might I say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. You've the air of adventurer about you if one's still untested, but take heart. Even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than sense. Were there only some way for me to repay your... But of course, fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Want to keep a record of your own, that one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds. I'd love if we came across him in Endgame. Like, hey, what you been up to? Ooh. Wow, fuck. All right. Finally. All right. This is one of the most important things in this game. It's the challenge log. The challenge log outlines challenges for the week. So it resets on Tuesday mornings. Pardon. Okay. So each one gives you both XP and gil as rewards, which especially when the gil, when you're low level, is incredibly good. The XP actually goes up as you level. So the higher level you are, the more XP you'll get. But so you do things like rack up fates, do guild tests, leave quests, crafting and gathering stuff. And then you get even more bonus skill for completing unique challenges. More sections unlock as you unlock other stuff. And it really adds up. Okay. Now, let's deal with this silliness. All right. Is there an alms of compassion in you, friend? I beg of you, retrieve for me the tools of my trade. He already had that. Could this be? Yes, I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Begone, foul demon! Ah! And so I ask, how do you feel, madam? Wait, it's as if in but a single magnificent moment, I traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in the world. It be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming was foretold. You, yes, you are the aesthetician. In the flesh, madam, I, Jeanne, crafter of coiffures, so divine that Menfina herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madam, for where a moment ago stood a fashion-challenged frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. Yeah, they know what they did there. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. As the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness, you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such trouble. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when all others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn-room at which you have taken up lodgings. Jeanne Delane shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this as a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know. Oh, Master Chandelaine, do come back. I've not made my next appointment. So I can change my hair and stuff from my face. I got a free token for one thing. All right. Now we head back down this way. Next, next, next. Schedule. Hear about Commodore Rayner's investigation. You'll want to board a ferry bound for Airport. Once you arrive in Western Lenosia, though, better pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sestasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall. The folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Seaground. Hall is on the way to Sestasha, just north of Airport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. Yep. Ah. I'm not going to do it right now, but I want to make sure it's on the docket. Gotta get better informed about the leaves. Okay. Alright. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. Here you are to brave the depths of the Sestasha sea growths. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. You shall need the training we here in the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. Smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. I already did these. When you've mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sestasha Sea Grup, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Now, we will have to go back by the smith when I get the level up, because there's another thing I need to do. Alright. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship scene slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted. Thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sestasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but this lot belongs to those fishback fancying serpent reavers. Well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. Kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves, find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. Duty support unlocked. Sestasha now accessible. Duty calls, a dungeon beckons. Yeah, this just goes over the basics of go in a dungeon. I understand what I must do. Okay. So this is actually a good spot to take a break. And when I come back, we're going to do a dungeon. This will be awesome. Now, let's go over Duty Finder here, because that's the whole thing. So, level 15. level sync from 18. So all my jobs, I can pick any of my 3 current jobs. To make the run with. I do also need to pick up my other jobs. I have a bunch of things to do, which is kind of the whole deal. So, which is a thing I can do. I can get all my jobs up to 20. It'll go a lot faster now because of the armory bonus, plus the ring and the friendship circlet. And road to 90. So, but in any event, I'm going to take a break here. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that sort of fun stuff. And I'll catch you later.